and multiple partners.
Okay, look at you. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Hold on a minute. Maybe I should have read that.
Natasha, don't be shy.
Welcome back to our podcast, guys. We are your hosts, Natasha
And Steph.
back with another episode.
Like every week.
Hey, how you feeling today, Steph?
I am great. Can we talk about our museum visit over the weekend?
I'm down.
So,
I just want to know how you was doing, but
I'm like, let's get straight into it. All right. I just want to tell you about my day, my weekend.
Now we have fun.
Yeah, it was amazing. We kept trying to delay this. I don't know. We've been trying to go to the sex museum for like ages now. And we were like, yo, 2021 is the year we going. I want to see what they're showing.
Yeah. Literally every week we just be like, okay, next week. Okay, next week.
Yeah.
Okay, the next week. I'm like, yo, I'm going without you.
but we out tomorrow.
Right.
So, I don't like. It was an awesome experience. They had, it's like a 2-for-1 kind of thing because they have the sex museum and they also have the super fun land. So you got like 2-for-1.
Was that your first time?
Yeah, it was my first time there. So I guess you had a different experience because you've been there before. I guess they renovated.
Yeah.
Or the museum that exists.
I went when I was like 15.
All right.
And
it was out here.
But it wasn't
Sex education. I hear you.
Yeah, literally school. It was a school trip. Because it's sex education, the class that I had. And it did not. It had a lot of those videos and pictures that were on the wall and all those sex toys and the sex store and all of that. But it didn't have Funland. Like, that's definitely...
Oh, so that's the new addition.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I loved it. I did. That's not what I expected. I don't know what I expected when I heard Funland. I thought it was just going to be like walls.
I thought it was going to be like an adult, what do you call, like when they have the pool and they fill it up with the little balls and you like dive into the pool filled with like balls. You gotta play with it. Like I thought it was going to be like that because I went to a museum that was like that. I think
Isn't it like the ice cream museum?
Or Candytopia, I think it was called. I went to Candytopia like a year or 3 ago. But in that one, you had that. So I was like in the little makeshift pool that they do with the little balls. And we were like playing. It was like a coworker's trip. So that was fun. But then this one, it had like lights. Those little thing that we got up there full of like neon lights.
Yeah.
It also had like a bull, mechanical bull. And then it had like arcade kind of games.
And then the bull had a vibrator.
Oh, well, Natasha, you can't tell them everything. Like, they gotta go experience.
No,
let me tell you something.
You can still want to experience that. What? Ladies, go.
Yo, men can go too. I've seen a lot of men.
I doubt a man will go with
but men were riding the bull.
No, I know. But let me finish. I just meant that they will go with the vibrator on. Like, yes, I think they'll ride the bull. But
I think they will. Why not? You gotta experience what we experience.
Okay, that's true.
So, nobody's gonna judge you. It's gonna feel different because you're not used to that.
Yeah.
Clearly, some of us wasn't either. So.
It's a different vibe.
Exactly. But, we rode it. I felt like literally when it was over, I'm like, okay, let me just fall.
Oh, yeah. Literally, as soon as it finished.
As soon as it stopped, I'm like, my turn.
I'm like dramatic.
The drama in me. But it was fun. We had a sex god with us. Shout out to Steph. Not me.
Oh, yeah.
So if you win a couple games, they crown you. Like, they gave you like a mateship crown.
She was winning
won
all night.
I'm like, are you trying to tell us something that we don't know? Like,
she's like, yo, don't put it past me, right?
Facts. And shout out to Anna, who also came with us too. It was like a girls' trip kind of adventure. And after the museum, we're like, okay, fine, we're gonna go home. Like, and then we saw a bar and we were like, oh, let's just walk in here for a drink.
Before we get to the bar, we took a test.
Oh, yes. We took it was like sex.me or like when you're in the museum, you swipe the QR code and you can take a test to see like, I guess how sexual you are, or like I don't know what it measures.
The questions that they asked were sexually, but they were like how like you life. Are as a person.
Yeah. I'm like, what does this even have to do with sex?
How we got here? Like, this shit personal now. Like, this shit really.
Wait, what was the question that you're like, what is this? Like another question like this? What is this?
It was like something about like, who are like, do I like being around people? It was like it was just like therapy for me at this point. Yeah. Like, it was just asking.
There was one like about hygiene, like, oh, do you shower often, or
I didn't get that one.
Or you like a alternating. I was like, seriously? Like, I get how hygiene would play a big role, but like, I didn't think.
No, I didn't get that at all. I got like, oh, do you mind if people are watching?
Oh yeah, I got that. I got that one as well.
Yeah,
But yeah, so long story short, we took the test. Yeah. We took the test, and after like how many questions? I feel like it was like 100 multiple choice questions.
Oh my god, it was like 4 slides, and each slide had like 18 questions. Like, yo, so at some point I was like, yo, I don't even want to know anymore.
For real. No, they measure. Let's see. They measure. Oh, my sexual personality. It's called sextype.me, that's the site. Mm-hmm. And they measure your sexual personality. So they measure physical versus mental, disciplined versus impulsive, independently content versus devotedly erotic, tactile versus cerebral, spiritual versus rational, explorer versus bonder, attached versus independent.
Okay, they did ask some questions about that shit.
Yeah.
What?
Analytical versus emotional, social and sexual makeup, and yeah. And then they tells you, like, based off of how you score on each individual one, they give you like a gist of your overall.
Did you agree with your results?
I got, so they measured 3 things. It's like, you can be atypical on the red side. You can be typical, which is like neutral. That's mostly everyone. And then you can be atypical on like the purple side.
Yeah.
But depending on like the color code, like for example, physical would be red, and then mental would be purple. So if you're more towards the atypical red, then that's towards your physical side. If you're more towards atypical purple, that's more towards your mental side. So I want to share my atypical results, which is probably like 2, but I was still like, oh, who knew?
Which one, the purple or the red?
Yeah, atypical on the purple I got, which in this case, red was analytical, purple was emotional. So this is the analytical versus emotional side, and I basically got, you are ruled by your emotional impulses and make decisions with your heart rather than your head, which I'm fine with because that's really me. Okay. Then it says romantic complications tend to fill you with a multitude of emotions, and thinking before you respond can be difficult. This is true. Like, I don't be thinking before I respond, but like I just do. And then I think after. And sometimes it's to my benefit, sometimes it's not. But it is what it is. So that's what I got for that. That was analytical versus emotional, right?
Yeah. Disciplined versus impulsive. What you got for that?
Oh, for which one?
Disciplined versus impulsive.
I got
typical.
Yeah.
You say you're a typical asshole.
Yeah, cool. Same. But for independently content versus devotedly erotic. Mm-hmm. So independently content was the red side, atypical, and devotedly erotic was the purple side. And I got the purple.
Same.
And it says you form stronger romantic bonds than the typical person, which is true. To you, sex is a way to explore more deeply with your partners. You like to experiment sexually and are open to new experiences, but typically with the one you love, which is all facts. Like, I have no disagreements there.
All of mine were purple, literally.
So purple, I guess, is the second option of whatever they measure.
Gotcha. I only had 1 in red.
So which one was that?
It says you are social and sexual makeup. You're socially introverted, yet sexually extroverted. In public, you prefer to be in small groups and to avoid attention, while at the same time you prefer sexual variety and multiple partners.
Okay, look at you. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Hold on a minute. Maybe Natasha, I should not read that.
Natasha, don't be shy. This is a safe place, girl.
I didn't even know that about myself. Okay, so
you see, so if you go to the museum, or like you don't have to go, I guess you go to sextype.me and you just answer all of their questions, and based off that, you'll find yourself as Natasha did. Do you want to share one like on your purple side?
At this point, I'm scared because I didn't read that.
Because you were not expecting
it today. At this point, I'm scared.
No, don't be shy, girl.
We can do. Which one did you do?
I think I did analytical versus emotional.
Purple.
You can do explorer versus bonder, whichever one. Which is the first one? Who knows? Who knows what you'll get?
Tactical. That's what it is? Tactile?
Yeah.
Versus cerebral? What is that?
Tactile versus cerebral. So, like, tactile is like, you use tactics. You do, like, you kind of plan. I'm going to use this. This is going to work. Like, cerebral. Damn, cerebral is kind of, like, similar, too, because it deals with your brain.
So, I use cerebral, then. You are intellectually curious and enjoy learning new things. When it comes to sex, you prefer your favorite positions and acts over new and different ones. See, I don't know if that's true either. Like, I don't know.
I think I got something similar. I don't know how accurate this is, but it was fun to take and like fun. To figure out my sexual what is it called? What do they measure? My sexual personality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. I'm like, there are some things about myself that I didn't even know.
Right. And
as
then
Natasha showed.
I'm learning right with you guys. I just find out today.
So definitely go plan group of people. You're gonna see like a lot of, anatomy. Shout outs to who is it? Betty Dodson, who sadly she passed away last year, November, which I didn't know. She came out in the Gwyneth Paltrow Netflix doc, I think it was called Goop. Mm-hmm. In one of those episodes, she comes out, she like teaches women how to orgasm, or who've never orgasmed, how to like look at their body. She teaches them about their anatomy, like, yo, this is your vulva, not your vagina. This is your clit. This is
when I first watched I can't lie to you, I was a little uncomfortable.
I was like, what? I did not know this. Like,
I don't mind her telling me, about my body and, so I can learn more about it. I don't mind that. I don't know if I appreciate, like, the other naked women along with her. Just, like, they all get in a circle and they just,
Yo, including her. Yo, wow, what a beautiful creature of God now.
I mean, I guess it's an experience because all types of different ages were in that circle.
Yes.
So it's like you can see your vagina in all different, well, not yours, but like other people's, like how it grows, I guess, like from time to time, or how it looks from time to time.
And how they're all different in all ages of life. Like, it doesn't matter if we're the same age, we can have different ones. Older people have different ones. And it doesn't only apply to women, it applies to men too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun and we learned a lot. You should definitely go, whether you go with your significant other or your friends, girls trip, boys trip, whatever.
Everybody go drunk too.
Yo, for real. That helps.
Yeah. And then we hit the bar.
Oh, yeah. Then we were like gonna go home. We saw a bar and we were like, all right, let's just go for one drink. But
this bar was different.
And no one ever goes to a bar for one drink. Like, that's the mentality, but you just never, at least we have never been able to just do one drink and leave. But
it don't even gotta be a bar. Oh, it could just be like anything. Be like, yo, let's take one drink.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do one drink?
No, we'll go and be like, we're not drinking today. No.
Only food.
Thank you. And then they're like, oh, so we got Henny and this. Oh!
Yeah, at this location, we were supposed to go for a drink. Now, we were all, it was just 3 of us. Mm-hmm. And then a couple girls came. They're like, yo, you guys want to take shots with us? Who are we to say no?
Thank you. Like, that's mad, petty.
Disrespectful.
Thank you.
Unfriendly.
OD.
Okay. Not like us.
Things that we are not, okay? That's what we want to clear up, yes.
So, we was like, yeah, give us a couple minutes. We'll go over there. Because we were waiting on food. We were waiting on our drinks.
Yeah, we're like, we're not about to take shots on no food.
There. We had just got we had just sat down. I had just ordered. And they were like, yo, come through.
Yeah, for real.
Which was great because they were a vibe. They were so much fun.
For real, shout outs to all, like, 4 of them. Damn, I wish I remembered their names, but it was a fun night.
Amazing. Literally.
And I guess we ended up following each other on Instagram. So
I love nights like that.
Yeah.
Nights you can't.
It was an experience. Like, most of the time women or at least we get the rep, like women and women don't really like socialize. They be like grilling each other. Like it's always like a fake beef or like, you know, hating on you. And it was not like that.
If
and
anything, we were having great conversations on that table.
We were.
Yeah.
It felt like the podcast.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So
that's what I love about telling people that we have a podcast. Like I love and hate it because I don't want people to think like, oh, these guys back on them. But also I love it because like it starts up conversations. Like it just makes people like want to know what you talk about and like topics that you've discussed, and then they start discussing it.
Yes, and it creates a conversation, which is like when we say we talk your shit now so you can talk your shit later, we mean that. Like we talk now and start conversations so that you can probably with your friends or with your family expand on it or you know, tell them your thoughts, share your thoughts with us as well, like on the comments or liking or
because there's been people that we've known for years and we didn't like know that we didn't think
similarly, or we didn't know their thoughts on
opinions on things that we would never guess. So it's great to have this.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes our podcast great. Like when they're like, oh, what's it called? We're like, oh, talking shit. They're like, what? Like, yeah. So what do you talk about? Shit. I'm like, you know it.
Literally. Like about every single topic. We don't
never been so proud. Topic. Yeah. So shout outs to them and what a fun night. And I guess we can start.
Yeah. And before we start, we do want to give you guys a shout out. Thank you guys for all the support. I know that, you know, maybe we've been a little slow with the promotions and stuff, but
it's coming, yo.
Yeah, no life, okay? Yeah, no life gets in the way or whatever, but just know that we're working hard and we appreciate how patient you guys are with us and how supportive, because the likes, the followers are going up, and thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
So yes, keep tuning in and keep commenting, liking, subscribing, showing us some love. We show love back. Y'all know this. Some of our friends actually have podcasts, and we always promote. We always shout out because we know how we started. We know that shit is hard. Consistency is
also
key.
Grow.
So yeah.
So yeah. So keep telling a friend to tell a friend
to tell their grandma,
the cousin, the mama, everybody.
Yo, if you meet their grandma, you're the one. Not the mom. The grandma.
Grandma is not alive. Run, sis. Doesn't mean we saw.
That's what
But I was like, damn.
By the way, talking about grandma, shout outs to my grandma.
Oh, it's her birthday.
Yeah, my grandma turned 96 today. It's April 21st. Shout outs to Queen Elizabeth too. She turned 95, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So she's like a year younger than my grandma. So that means my grandma's a real OG. But shout outs to both of them. True queens in my life, in the UK's life. So.
Yep. Shout out to them.
And shout out to everyone who said happy birthday to my grandma. She with all of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you forward the message, right?
Of course, okay. As you should.
As you should. Okay, so more good news.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm like nothing is coming. Nothing.
No, George Floyd.
Okay.
His case.
Yes.
I feel like I'm saying, like, I was about to be like, we won.
I was about to be like, you know, that's right. We definitely did.
We definitely won.
How do you feel about the outcome?
I feel like it's not justice. Like, I had a post that I posted out on my Instagram that it's not justice. It's literally just taking I forgot the word.
Accountability.
There you go.
Girl, we are right here. By the way, we actually color coordinated without even trying to color coordinate, because we just be like, here.
Insane.
But anyways.
But yeah, which I agree with. I agree. I think this is just like the first step, which I'm happy about. I saw their family when they heard the news. Like, they were all watching, I think, the TV or something, and they were also like happy, and it was a beautiful moment. It's so sad that it had to happen like that, but this is something for the books. Like, this is history.
I agree. I don't think, anyone won, because, at the end of the day, someone's still dead.
Yeah.
Someone's in jail. Like, their career is basically ruined. They're going to go down in history as, someone who did that. But you do kind of feel good that the outcome was what it was, because, so many other cases where, police, cops, they're not held accountable for their actions, or they're, backed up by their department or the sheriff or whoever it is. So you rarely see that. So to see that, it's like, wow, this is great. But I still think we have a long way to go. Some people are like, okay, he was guilty for, second degree murder, third degree murder, and third degree manslaughter, I believe. But some people don't agree. They think like he should have gotten first degree murder, not just second or third. I don't really agree with that, because first degree, it's more like, it's kind of the same as second degree murder. The only difference is that you have to prove that it was premeditated. Like, he really got up this morning, like, I'm gonna kill this guy,
right.
And I don't really think he got up that morning to do what he did for 9 minutes and 29 seconds to George Floyd. So, second degree, I can read. Let me see. I think I have a post of like what it is. No, because some people, they get confused as to what is what, or like in terms of how many years you think they might give him. I feel like the maximum they can give him, based off being guilty in all 3 counts, the maximum he can get is like 75 years, and he has to pay like $20,000. But it depends. He either has to pay $20,000 or do years, or he can do both. And I believe that's for...
I think it should just be like a for life thing.
I believe that's for third degree murder. But basically, second degree murder is causing the death of a human being. It can be without intent, while committing or attempting to commit another felony. So I guess that's the difference between first degree, second degree. Like, this is like without intent, second degree. First degree, it's like you had everything calculated, and that's what you did, yeah. And then third degree murder is causing someone's death by committing an act that is eminently dangerous to other people with reckless disregard for human life. So I feel like he did that when he put his knee on his neck, and there was like a witness who worked for the fire department, I believe, and she was like telling them, like, I think you need to give him CPR or something, like he stopped breathing, and they were like, no, he's fine, like, we're not going to do that. So he was guilty of that when those words were said, and when he didn't remove his knee from his neck. Second degree manslaughter is, it was second degree manslaughter, not third degree. My fault. Yo, get your facts right. So second degree manslaughter is culpable negligence, which is intentional conduct, where a person creates an unreasonable risk and consciously takes the chance of causing death or great bodily harm to someone else. And I think he also did that when, like, the lady was saying, like, you need to check on his pulse or, like, do CPR. He's saying he can't breathe so many times. Like, you gotta believe him.
A prosecutor apparently said that the reason he didn't get off him was because of his pride and ego. Apparently the person said that he was not gonna let, like, the bystanders tell him what to do.
I see how that can influence.
Yeah, like, I see what they were talking about because of the video.
What do you think about him not taking a stand? Like, he pleaded, I guess, his Fifth Amendment right, and he didn't talk in his own trial. What do you think about that?
I feel like he was smart not to say anything, because you're wrong when you don't say anything. Like, if I was right, I would not be, like, letting it happen. I won't. But apparently you saw that he wrote the number down for his lawyer. Sorry, I have so many tabs open in my head. But he wrote down el número de lawyer del on his palm. So that to call because he knew he was gonna go straight to jail. Like, he knew they was gonna send him straight to jail, and he was
before the trial was over.
Yeah, like, he knew, apparently, because in his hand, like, in the picture, you can see the phone number
of his lawyer.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So I guess that was one of the numbers that he was gonna call when he was in there. So, but anyways, yeah, apparently it was because of pride and ego, and I'm glad he didn't say anything, honestly, because it just would have made it worse for him, for his family.
I agree. Like, if the question would have rose, like, sir, why did you sit on someone's neck with your knee for 9 minutes and 29 seconds? Like, how? Like, what am I gonna say? How am I gonna explain that?
You'd be surprised.
For 1 minute is cool. 2, 3, 4. Like, after 4, that's when people can actually die. Like, that was our fun fact from our last episode, like from 4 to 6 minutes, that's how long it takes for you to like cause asphyxiation to someone and therefore, like death, bodily harm. So yeah, you can explain it up to that point, but the next 5 minutes, the next 4 or 5 minutes, how are you going to say, yeah, I was just there because, they were telling me to get off and I didn't want to get off. Like, it's tough to, because how can that question not come up if he were to testify at his own trial? So I'm glad that
That's going to be literally the first question.
And I'm glad he didn't take the stand.
I am sure that he knows he was wrong.
What do you think about the person who said CO2 might have caused George Floyd's death? If you don't know what CO2 is, that is carbon monoxide, which is what we give off to plants so that plants can give us oxygen. Continue, Natasha.
That just doesn't make sense to me.
Which, by the way, they found CO2 in his system, but they found like 98% oxygen to 2% CO2, which that's a regular amount or percentage for humans to have CO2 in their body.
I heard that his lawyer was even talking about like aliens and shit. Like there was no win.
Wait, who was lawyer?
The police officer's lawyer.
Derek Chauvin?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, I'm glad he didn't take the stand.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say like I'm happy that he's in jail because that was the right thing to do. Like there's just no way that he wasn't going to be guilty in all of those counts.
The thing is, you'd be surprised. This is what people are like going crazy about. Like that's why I say it's a win, just because like this is what people have been fighting. Like police have done so much shit that they get away with. Like the worst that they do is lose their jobs.
Yeah,
that's it. And it's like finally a fucking judge sees what's going on.
What do you think is going to happen to the other 3? Like, you know how it was Derek Chauvin and then 3 other cops that worked with him?
I think we read that there's going to be like an investigation going on in that.
So they're going to go on trial, I believe, in August. Yeah. And then they're going to be like prosecuted for like aiding and abetting. Yeah.
Well, they should get about the same. I feel like they were just as...
Do you think this case is going to influence their outcome? I feel like it is, but I also feel like it shouldn't. I feel like every case should be separate. But how can it not influence? Because they both relate to each other. It's the same victim. But like for them to have a fair trial, I don't know how that works. For them to have a fair trial.
I think they should get the same exact thing that Derek got. Just because, they didn't do it. They weren't physically on it, but they also didn't stop it.
That's
they were there.
I think they should get like,
and if the bystanders were to stop it, it would have been over. Somebody would have got shot. So it's like nobody was able to stop it but the partners.
They didn't, yeah. I think they should be like charged for like 2nd degree manslaughter, like aiding and abetting, because you didn't provide any help, but you also... you didn't help, you didn't provide any help, but you also didn't, like, do the harm.
Yeah.
But, like, it's a I feel like in a way
they did.
Yeah, so we'll see, I guess, how that turns out.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the other, Daunte Wright? We also spoke about him on the last episode. We mentioned, like, the 20-year-old who got stopped because of an air freshener. And...
the baby.
Yes. Did you see the body camera footage of the officer that shot him? So I saw it with no audio because I felt like, I wasn't there yet. So I saw it with no audio, with subtitles. And apparently both the taser and the gun that was in her possession, the police officer, they're like slightly similar, but... I saw that. In my opinion, like I thought a taser was like like the rectangular long. They kind of look like lasers.
I saw that picture that the woman, she put him side by side. Yeah. But I've never seen a cop with a yellow.
I mean, you know where that's at. That's nowhere in New York. So they probably color code there.
Okay.
Who knows?
That's true.
We probably have the same thing, except ours looks more official.
Yeah, because I've seen them like
that's the one I'm used to. Like. Yeah. Seeing the squared ones that look like a taser that is hard to confuse for anything else.
I do. I won't put it past her. I would say that I kind of believe her just because of how it looks. Mm-hmm. I believe that she could have made the mistake, but I feel like if you're not trained enough to even like know the difference between a taser and a gun.
Then
it's like,
why?
don't take anything out, girl.
Yo, for real.
Just
Girl,
walk up there. That's it.
Girl, let them handle it.
Like, don't they have like the stick?
They have so many weapons that you
Different
don't even
shit.
know. I feel like they don't even know what to use at this point. But
Like, we're
it's
not
still-
joking about this, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you can't tell the difference, just
yo,
let it go,
someone who can
let
tell
them
the
go.
difference.
Let them rock.
Yeah. But they're also saying like it's hard. That's really extremely rare too to like mistake your taser for your gun. Like there's like one every damn, I don't want to make stuff up, but it's super rare for like deaths due to that to occur. You know, I don't know anything about being a police, being a law enforcement. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. But if she's a veteran at what she does, she should know the difference between a taser and a gun. It doesn't matter how it looks. You should probably know off the feel, off the weight. Like,
How long has she been a cop? Do we know?
They're saying something about being a 26-year veteran, but I don't know if she's like a veteran who is 26 or she has 26 years in the service, so she's like a veteran.
Okay.
But that's like all I've read. But I also read that like that is extremely rare for those deaths to occur based off of like you misidentify a weapon. But in the video, at least I read like she's saying, you know, she's gonna taser him, but then as the car leaves, she's like, "Oh my God, I think I shot him!" Like, and the cops, the body camera shows like the cops reacting to that, like, what, like, because they couldn't believe it because she was saying to both the cops and him, like, "I'm gonna taser you," but then she's telling them after, like, "Yeah, I think I shot him."
Now, is it true that they left them there?
I don't know. You only see like a little bit of the body camera, at least the video that I saw. I don't know what, you know, our listeners or you said you haven't seen it, but you only see a little piece, and I saw it once. Like, I didn't want to see that again. Yeah. And I saw it with no audio. Like,
I heard that they left
I just
him
saw
there,
what I saw.
and he was found, like, I think dead within, like, maybe, like, 4 or 6 hours, something like that. Like, he was just left there where he got
I don't know,
shot.
but I think there should be justice. She should go to trial. I know she, like, resigned from her job, and they booked her, but she got out in, like, $100,000 bond, you know. But we'll see. I hope that this trial, the George Floyd one, helps and gives people hope about other trials to come. You know, hopefully they're not as much, but because, you know, no one wants to have a trial off of like a person of color's body, you know, and law enforcement. But if it does come to that, we hope that the George Floyd one plays a big part of it. Yeah,
and changes a couple things that are going on in these fucking police stations. Anyways, to keep on the topic of the cops and police and stuff. So apparently there's this guy who made a TikTok saying, "Stop, ladies, pay attention." And in this TikTok, he says that on April 24th, there is like this this thing going on where it happened in the 1800s. Like, this shit... Listen. That apparently they're planning to have like a rape day. So
I saw that too. I don't know, like, you know, I'm gonna be safe, you know, that day,
of course.
Yo,
but
ladies,
there's something called the rape day, and that day is the day that guys are gonna go out and try to...
This is like the purge, but like for rape.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And April 24th. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's true or not.
That's I
his
can't
name
even.
Is Kelvin Dingle, and he's a cop. And
everyone, not just ladies, because ladies are the most that we hear about being raped, but I'm sure there are men who also get raped, transgender people as well, or people who don't identify with a gender. So like, everyone, just be careful that day. Watch out, even if it's true or not true. Just watch out. Just be on high alert. It's not even... In
general, like, forget that day. Because now that the TikTok is, you know, going viral, they might change the day or whatever. Or even if it's not true, I don't know. But just be careful, because that's disgusting. That's so sad to even hear. It's 2021. Like, you guys should be, like, taking care of women, you know, making sure they're good.
For real. Let's go on a brighter topic. Like, okay. I'm loving our, our woke session today, but let's just do some fun facts.
Okay. Let's switch it up.
So I got these from lifehack.ers, which is life hackers. So basically, this fun fact says, planning a wedding, ask for pricing from caterers, florists, tables, chairs, etc. for a party and not a wedding. Because companies upcharge weddings because they know you have a bigger budget, which makes sense. It's a wedding. Like, they automatically expect, money from the groom, money from the bride, or if the groom is paying it all, they're like, oh, check on him. Don't even worry about it, sis. Like, so just ask for a party, because at the end of the day, a wedding is a party. So.
But
they can't tell you nothing.
How much do you think they spend at a wedding?
Yo, weddings? Damn. Shout out to my cousin, for getting married and having me as a bridesmaid. But that was not cheap, girl, because it was like a destination kind of wedding. Yes, everybody had to get their own flight to the destination. But once you're there, like, the dollar is different because it's a different currency.
But how much you spend? Like, around?
I don't know how much you spent, but I know it wasn't cheap. And, like, she's well set. I'm not going to say she's rich, but she's well set. So she could afford it, or her man could afford it, or together. I don't know how it was paid. They could afford it. But it's still expensive. Like, uniting your lives to someone else, both two families coming together for two people, like, that does not sound cheap. Yeah. So, and at the end of the day, it's still a party. So I agree. I'm going to be like, when my friends getting married, like, hello, we having a party. How many people? 300, something simple, something small.
Like, I have a marriage question for you later.
Oh, Lord. That's why I said, well, my friends. Okay, and last one. Did you know that walking 3 miles would burn more calories than running a mile? It's easier to walk 3 miles while listening to podcast music, audiobook, etc., than to run while doing that.
Really?
That's what it says, and I agree, because I feel like that's how I lost so much weight. I used to go to the gym because my knees were hurting. Next thing you know, I was not about to sit here and run or jog or none of that. So I would just be like, light fast walk my way through life, and I ended up losing a lot of weight. Like, that was just a plus, but I was just going for my knee, and I ended up losing weight, and that's really what I did mostly. It was mostly cardio. And I used to listen to podcasts and music. It depends on how the vibes were.
The vibes. I hear that.
Would you rather run or?
I'd rather run. Yeah.
Because I guess you could do, for some people who walk, I can do 3 miles in probably like an hour or less.
But it's not about the miles. It's like the way that, like, I feel after that shit.
Oh, like your heart.
Like. Yeah. Like, yeah, in the beginning it's like, but it actually feels good to just, like, even if it's outside, like, not even on a treadmill, I'd rather just run.
No, I like the treadmill. Like, chill vibes,
But we used to go to the track. The track be lit.
Yeah. The track used to be lit, but we used to run. We used to do both.
Yeah.
But on the treadmill, I'm not running. I'm sorry. Not right now. So you want to hit us with your marriage question, or?
I got you, girl. Say less.
Bet.
Okay. So if a man...
Does he love me? Does he love me not?
We're going to find out. If a man proposes to a girl and she says no,
whoa,
should the relationship be over?
I mean...
And I got that question from Hollywood Unlocked. Because you already know.
Where are we going to go from here? I mean, like, it depends. If you're dating to marry and the other person is not, then you gotta go, like, because that's what you're dating for. But if you're just dating, like, you don't see yourself getting married at the moment, you were just dating, you want to spend the rest of your life with this person, but you don't think you're there marriage-wise, then that's different. Maybe you'll never get there marriage-wise, but you do want to spend the rest of your life with that person, so you might stay. But it depends on, like, what your goals are. Like, if you see marriage in the picture but the other person doesn't, then, don't stay. You're not at that age or at the same, life change or moment in your life.
Okay. So let's say a guy was to propose to you, Stephany Paulina.
To me? I'm trying
and
to
you say
envision.
no, right?
Tema said no.
You said no.
I feel so bad.
Right.
I would say yes, just like, yo, can we just get out of here? And then in the car, I'd be like, yo, no.
Really?
That's something.
No, but if you were to say no, right, and then you have to like leave with him, basically. Go back home.
Yeah,
What's the conversation back home gonna look like?
Damn, like we took his car to the restaurant.
Right.
So now I gotta go back with him. That's crazy.
Because it's either that or Uber. But you still, like, if you don't see him that day, you gonna see him tomorrow. You gonna see him because you're in a relationship, right?
Because we live together.
Let's say y'all live together.
Oh my
too.
God, yo, that's crazy.
What is that conversation gonna be like? How do you...
Yo, I'm not staying for that conversation. Like,
So the relationship is over?
yeah, I'm not going back for what? I mean, if they'll have me.
I feel like the relationship shouldn't be over just because a person said no. There are reasons why a person would say no. I feel like you should figure out those reasons. Like, if they want to stay with, like, it's not you. It's the reason that they said no. It has nothing to do with you.
What if they don't believe in marriage? Or
But I'm saying, like, if the reason that they said no had nothing to do with the person that they're with, then I think that the relationship should not be over. Maybe it's because, you know, not only... They might not believe in marriage, but also they might not be ready for marriage.
Yeah,
or the
I
idea
agree.
or any of that.
I think I said the same thing.
I don't think that the relationship should be over, though. I think y'all should find a way, if y'all love each other enough, because that love gotta be strong. That love gotta be stronger.
No, I don't think
that
I will.
conversation is different.
I don't think I would say no to, like, if anything, they say no to me. Like, you imagine I pop the question? You think I would be the type to pop the question, Natasha? I've often thought about that, too. I'm like, yo, because I'm super, like...
I don't see it.
Right? Me neither.
I don't.
I feel like I have the courage to do it, but then I wouldn't be able to live with myself if, like, they said yes. I feel like,
Wait,
yo.
what? I feel like you wouldn't be... You
No,
wouldn't live
but
with yourself if they said no, not yes.
No. If they said no, I'd be like, I get it. I shouldn't have asked. You should have asked. You know what I'm saying? But if I ask and you say yes, I'd be like, yo, how did we get here that I had to ask you, my guy? Like, I wasn't dropping enough hints for you. Like, what's the issue?
Something's not about hints. It's just maybe you were more ready than he was. Like, he was just ready to do it that day. You was ready to do it that day. You woke up, you was like, yo, today I'm going to propose to him. You know what I mean?
That's
he
crazy.
woke up like, yo, today
I guess I'm going to say yes.
But what if you were to propose and they said no? Would that, like, I feel like that would ruin someone's, like, pride.
And I'd just be like, I get it. I overstepped.
Yeah.
I overstepped my fault.
You know the process to get, like, a ring and to, like, get the right moment.
But I feel like it's easier for women because men aren't as picky. Like, if you pick a ring out for them.
But I'm saying
men
it just still takes a lot out of men to do those kind of things. Especially
yeah, that is true.
now. It's like... It's
but shout out to the women that do it though, all right? That might not be us, but yo, keep on, you know, embracing yourself, queen, and
shout out. That's not what I'm not.
Right?
I'm just saying that for a man to do all of those things and then like for you to say no, I feel like their pride is like everything to them.
You're not there, like it's not
but
you.
But don't feel the pressure either. If you gotta say no, say no.
Yo,
boo.
say no.
Say
like
no.
Nothing is what is it? Obligado? How do you say that in English? Shit. Well, nothing should be forced.
Obligated?
Yeah. You shouldn't feel obligated. Just like, oh, like I know I was kidding earlier.
Yeah.
Kidding, not kidding. About like saying yes and then saying no in the car.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Like, yo, own up to it or explain it right there. Like, don't say no without saying the word no. You know what I mean? Maybe it depends on the person. Like, if they can't handle the truth like that, just be like...
Honestly, I feel like knowing me, knowing who I am as a person...
You gonna ask?
No. Oh. I didn't even think... You see me asking?
No, I don't see it. I don't see none of us asking. Mostly because we love our independence. Like, we don't mind sharing our independence.
No, I like when the man gets on one knee. Like, I like that
for real.
Shit, so
even if we say no.
But yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I would say no. Like, a guy could come right here and propose. I don't think I'd say no.
Y'all hearing this? Y'all hearing this?
But like,
hey, y'all got hope. Y'all got hope, kings.
No, because
get
like,
that ring.
I'm saying right there.
She likes the sparkly kind of.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying right there and then I might not say no. But then when we get back to the house, that's a different story because it's just us talking.
Like, hey, listen, so I thought about this in this 15-minute ride, you know, and I really don't think we're there yet.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I have goals, ambitions. Like, I want to go to Australia. You don't.
Okay, girl.
Oh.
All right. It's a real life conversation.
Right? No, that's really never happened to me, and I'm glad. I feel like I've been going through the right path, but it hasn't happened to me, and I don't think it will. But if it does, it's gonna be a tough moment in both our lives, because you gotta remember, once you say yes to a proposal, you gotta envision yourself with them for the rest of your life. Nobody gets married to get divorced the next day. It just happens, but you don't at least I don't think people go into that thinking those things. So if those are the thoughts that are coming in your head, maybe you should think about it.
Yeah.
But that's just us,
You don't want to listen to us. Doing shit.
You do what you want when you popping.
Right. Now, talking about the relationship stuff and the marriage stuff, I also saw a post that Keke Palmer posted that it says, I don't know who needs to hear this, but being single doesn't mean you're sleeping with everyone. It means you're not committing yourself to anyone for less than what you want. The person that wants you all to themselves will rise to the occasion of having that prize. May the best win. Yeah, and do you agree with that? How do you feel about that?
I would agree that, if you're single, it doesn't mean you for the streets. If you for the streets, you for the streets. There's nothing wrong with that.
You could be in a relationship or single, but...
Yeah, you could be in a relationship and still be for the streets.
Yeah.
But, that has nothing to do with it. And I also agree that, what was the next one after being single and not being for everyone?
It means you're not committing yourself to anyone for less than what you want.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I feel like I could be in a relationship right now or in many, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So it depends on where your lives are at, if you agree with their values, or at least in my case, I'm not going to, if you like what you like, and I've never liked that in my life, and I don't think I'm ever going to like it, then I don't think I see a future with you, whether that's religion or where you want to take your life or traveling or, all the big, not if you like the park and I don't like the park, then I can't see myself with you. Not that. I'm talking about big issues. Yeah. I would agree. And I think she also said that she's gonna be single until she's married, even if she has a boyfriend, because she doesn't believe in
boyfriends and girlfriends.
having a label. When she's married, she's gonna be like, all right, I'm married, this is my husband, but in between she's only single and married. There's
only two options. There's no in between.
Yeah. In between, she's just out here. She's not being for the streets, but she's out here seeing what the streets got, at different times of her life, which I see nothing wrong with that. That's how she wants to live her life. That's cool. If you don't want to live your life like that, if you want to be committed, serious to all your boyfriends, to all your girlfriends at every stage of your life, do that too. That's cool.
I don't think that's what that means, being single. Obviously, you're gonna be sleeping around, but if it does mean that to you, that's a great thing too.
What do you mean you're gonna be single and sleeping around? What do you mean?
I feel because she's saying that just because you're single doesn't mean you're sleeping around, but it could mean that.
Yeah, it could. It depends on who you are.
Yeah, you can literally. There's nothing wrong with sleeping around. There's nothing wrong with messing around with guys. There's nothing wrong with
messing around with girls.
Just messaging or just calling guys and not actually linking up with them.
Or girls.
I'm sorry, I'm talking about that's my perspective. I don't know if guys feel the same way, but
I gotcha. No, guys.
I really don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Because it's first of all, especially if you're in your 20s, calm down, relax.
Those are your selfish years.
Yeah.
Learn it, live it, love it.
Yeah, I feel you're definitely not going to do that at 30, 40, 50. I mean, you could.
If you want to.
But, yeah. But there are people that take that advantage of, getting to know themselves when they're single. But
as you should.
If you can't find yourself, perfectly fine.
Listen, if you don't know yourself, who will?
But there's times when you just can't find yourself. And it's okay. It's okay.
Well, this is true.
It's okay if you just don't know.
I mean, but if you don't know yourself, then me neither. Because how you don't know? You've been with yourself longer than I have probably been with you. So if you don't know at this point,
it happens.
I might not know. You know what I'm saying?
It happens. Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's no judgment, but I'm just saying I might not know. So.
You definitely don't. But yeah, you want to go with Would You Rathers before we finish up?
Oh my God, we only got 2 minutes. But let's see. I'll do one. Will you have yours queued up?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, damn. All right, I'll do one. Would you rather know all the mysteries of the universe or know every outcome of every choice you're going to make? You know, the universe have many mysteries, you know? So would you rather know that or would rather know the outcome of...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd go with the outcome of every single thing that I do. Yes.
You'd rather know?
Yeah. I'm a person that I just need to know everything. Like
no one's gonna know.
They're gonna know. But I just need to know everything. Like, I don't know what is it about me, but like I'm a person that also loves surprises, which is fucking
it's a balance.
If I could tell you how stressful I get myself, like, just know I get stressed quickly. But yeah, I want to know everything. So
I go with the universe because I feel like I'm so curious about like what's out there, like life, not just mine, like just life out of Earth,
out of here. Okay.
And I mean on Earth, of course, but also out of it. I'm like so curious, like, yo, how did we even think of this? Or like, what is this? Like, what's all this garbage that we have in the freaking universe or the planets? Or
I think those are questions that come to mind to me like from time to time, but it's not something that like I'm like cool.
Like it's not like if you don't know anything, you cool too. Like you live another day,
right?
Okay.
Like I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Cool.
I hear that.
As long as it's created and I'm using it and everybody's using it. Yeah,
I hear that. So yeah, I guess that was it for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Damn, we miss Gabriel so much. Shout out to Gabriel.
Yo, y'all don't understand the struggle that we've been through today.
For real. So once again, remember to follow us at Talk Your Shit Pod on Instagram, on Twitter, our personal accounts at StephanyMX3.
Bark yourself.
Email us, all of your put yourself in my shoes, lovely comments. Like, we take anything at this point. Email us hi at talkyourshitpodcast@gmail.com. And what else? Oh, follow our producer.
He's not here right now, but
who's on vacation and we miss him. Yes. Gabriel at Producer Ghana, at LFN Network, at Learn Filmmaking, all of those accounts. If you're into like videography or like directing, all that good stuff, he got you. He got all the good ass content.
He'll be here next week.
Yes, he'll be back. And remember that we talk our shit now.
So you can talk your shit later. Bye.